this is Charlie from Charlie's Awesome World of Adventures, and today I'm going to give you my review on Wicked. Okay, telling the far stack of the two throughout musical, or essence of the Wicked is the wet as the self Alpha, who's just starting out at his university and ends up becoming the roommate of the top student at Glinda, who've later been known as Glinda the Good Witch of the North. However, Elphaba's talents are so good that she is invited to the Emerald City to see the Wizard of Oz. However, when she does get there, her fate could be much different than she predicted. So I'll admit, I know very little about this musical. I mean, I have seen the original Wizard of Oz and thought it was good, but I've never known too much about Wicked. I haven't listened to many of the songs, only glimpses of popular Defying Gravity. So I'm coming into this completely fresh with no idea what's coming. But after watching it, I'll say I was pleasantly surprised and thought Wicked was one of the best musical films of the year. Yeah, it's not the best, but it was a really good film for what it was. So let's start with the characters. As basically adapting the personalities of these characters just from the stage show, it's no surprise that they do stay true to that. And even though I haven't watched the stage show, I can understand how some of these became likable personalities. A good reason for why they work in this film and would be the actors. Yes, some of them have got a bit of controversy, especially with Cynthia Reed, even from not being impressed by a fan post. But on their own, all the acting is fantastic. Some of my favourites include Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande as the main leads. He's Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard, and Michelle Yeoh as Madame Morrible. All very enjoyable and do give some great performances. Going to the characters themselves, there's basically not a huge amount of main figures to focus on, but the ones we do get to focus on are pretty good. Let's begin with the Wicked Witch herself, Elphaba, who's honestly a really good character in this. While she definitely counts as the outside the trope, she does show herself as someone with great magical potential. So I like how the film doesn't give everything away about what's going to happen to her. It gives hints of what will happen to her in the second film, but does a good job of staying kind of vague. And thanks to Cynthia's amazing performance, she can feel like a strong on character delivering every emotion. I know owning the situation that must be taken. Alongside her, there's Glinda. While the two offers the complete opposites, that's what makes them good friends. As Glinda's basically the popular girl that everyone unambitious wants to be, she also does try to help Elphaba when she starts to learn more about her, and the two do have a strong friendship, which is one of the film's highlights. There is also Madame Morrible, both the magic teacher and head of his university, who sees Elphaba's great magic potential, and takes her on as a private student. And there's also the wizard himself, I can't go too much into him for spoiler reasons, but if you have at least seen the stage show, then you know what type of character he is, and the way he's portrayed here is quite well done, where it doesn't give everything away like Elphaba, but I still presents him as an interesting character. There's also Fiyero. It's mainly like the loving interest that Glinda's that is obsessed with, but his heart might go more for Elphaba than the other, which I'm quite curious to see how that works in the next film. Next, there's the songs. If you've seen the stage show, you know how iconic these songs are. I'll admit, this was the thing I was most excited for, to see how good are these musical numbers. And yeah, I see why some of these are really popular, no pun intended. But yeah, the songs are fantastic in this. And easily the best parts of the feature. Of course, there's the fan favourites. And the big ones that work really well. Like Popular and Defying Gravity. But some of my personal favourites include The Wizard and What Is This Feeling? I'm Not That Girl, One Short Day, and Sentimental Man. All of them were very well done and make the most of that run. I'm to show some of the bigger moments of the feature. Yeah. Now let's move on to the story. As this is telling the first act of Wicked, it does a good job setting everything up. I really love the world building that's put onto Shiz University, showing us this big magical school. And the storytelling around it is really good. It also does a great job of that in the relationship between Elphaba and Glinda, which I will say is probably one of the film's strongest aspects. Seeing how the two become good friends, as well giving hints of how they'll both fall down on certain paths they ate own life. It's quite interesting thing, and the way it's presented here is really enjoyable. Well, that and the film takes full advantage of its runtime. There were a few moments I admit did drag on, and I'll admit they could have cut down a few scenes, but for the most part, it is well paced and does try to get over all the most important elements of the musical. If I did have to have one problem with the story, it would be the comedy. I'm not saying that the humour is bad here. There are some jokes that work really well. It's noticeable that this wasn't meant to be a comedy, and some of these jokes feel like they were added in to give audiences entertainment. Again, it's decent for what it is, but it's not the thing I remember the most. Also, there are some things that don't feel quite well explained. Even if the feature does try to do a good job explaining some of these, like how Elphaba got her powers, and why she looks different to everyone else. There are a few things that I feel unanswered. I can't call this a huge criticism because I know some of these will probably be answered in part two. But it's just a minor nitpick that I have at the moment that could probably be addressed in the next film. And then there are the visuals. And I've had really mixed things about this part of the film. Mainly because, as people have said that this movie doesn't look that great. Honestly, I don't know what film they're looking at because this film looks incredible. I really love the way Oz is presented. From the amazing look of Shiz University, which does feel like a successor to Hogwarts from the Harry Potter films, and with all the magic that's installed, and the different creatures and animals that are around there, but also the Emerald City itself, which is full of colour and life. And the yellow brick road that leads them to the is this main castle. So the theatre also does a great job with the costume designs, where they feel accurate to the ones from the stage show. Oh, but adding a lot of detail so they can and feel similar to the ones from the classic 1939 movie. But what can easily be considered to be the visual highlights here are the musical numbers. That's where the choreography is at its best. As well, the actors do a good job with their main performances, especially with their singing. It's the way they would move around the sets that are so mesmerizing to watch, making moments like dancing through life, or that dancing even with Elphaba and Lynn, it's so mesmerized. I think and I'm quite enchanted for what they're trying to deliver. So overall, after seeing at least the first half, I can definitely see either this became a popular musical, or Wicked Kid is a fantastic part one, and that does a good job of setting everything up. While there are a few questions that go unanswered, and the humour isn't the best, it does make up for it with a very, very interesting story, incredible visual effects, really rich and enjoyable characters, and fantastic songs. It can be described as one of the best feel-good films released this year. I would highly recommend this to fans of Wizard of Oz, or the musical itself, as you'll have a great time with this. I was expecting a decent amount of time for this, but I was surprised to find a feature that managed to defy eye gravity, and that's why I'm giving this film a solid 9 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!